Alright guys, welcome back, and now we are picking up with Devil May Cry 3 Part 2. So this will be missions 6 through 10. Now I am recording this commentary separate. I decided to do that instead of doing it like I did for the first video, because it made me be able to concentrate on my gameplay a lot better. So that way I wasn't fucking up as much. So this commentary has been recorded separate from, the live playthrough. Alright, mission 6, Family Ties. So this mission, you're basically just trying to, collect these three, well, I'll show you when we get in the mission, or I'll explain it once I get into the mission. But this mission's pretty quick. There's not really that much to do here. I do go with Trickster style for a minute on this mission, though, because there's one section where you gotta dodge these spikes, and it's just a little bit easier if you're using Trickster. But I end up going back to Swordmaster because, honestly guys, that's probably my favorite style to use in the game. Yeah, so you can see that statue there. It's got 3 indentations on it, so the goal of this mission is to collect these 3, well, you can read it, what it says here. These 3 little stones, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, and they will unlock the path forward. So this one is just a Trowel of Wisdom. So you gotta look up at the door, you can see those dots. So you gotta look for 4, 2, 3. So like, a baby crawling on 4 legs, then a man on 2, and then, walking with a cane. So that's how you solve that. Essence of Intelligence. I think I probably will do all of the rest of the Devil May Cry videos for every single game like this. Make the gameplay and commentary be separate, so that way I'm not, more focused on the commentary, and I'm, also not more focused on the gameplay. I think that'll make it a little easier on me, so that's probably what I'm going to do moving forward with every Devil May Cry game from now on. I might change it up if you guys want and do live commentary, but I just don't really like doing that, especially with a game like Devil May Cry, because I get too angry playing this game sometimes, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that. I fucking hate these enemies right here. They're so annoying, especially when there's like 30 of them in the same fucking area. Look at that, he fucking hit me. Jesus. I think it's because I thought that I had Swordmaster, but I had Trickster here, so I was a little fucking confused on it. But there's 3 of those little, 3 of those essences that you have to collect in this mission. So this one is the essence of Technique, You basically just have to get all the way to the end of the hallway without hitting those spikes, but I mean, if you hit them, it's not a big deal. And then the next one, I believe, is called the Technique of Fighting, or the Essence of Fighting, or Essence of the Warrior, I don't know. Basically, you have to kill a bunch of devils while they're powered up in a mode called Devil Trigger. So they're a lot more powerful, and they don't really stagger very easily, so that's why I've switched to Swordmaster here, to deal with them that way. This one's, I mean, all three of these are really easy to do, because the demons aren't that, they're not that difficult, you know? But basically, you've got to hit both of those switches to deactivate their Devil Trigger mode, and then that can make them be staggered and make them, you know, a lot easier to deal with. So that's pretty much all you're doing on this part. Fuck you, take that. You scared? Fuck him up, Dante. Yeah, you can see definitely that whenever I'm not doing the commentary live, my gameplay is much, much better, and I can actually get my combos going pretty good. Now, this move that you'll see me doing a lot with the shotgun is where you do the enemy hop, where you like jump on your enemy, but you can like jump off of them. And if you just keep spamming the shotgun, it can actually deal quite a bit of damage if you know what you're doing with it. So I use that move quite a bit sometimes. Yep, and then the Hell Lust comes out, the red guys. I love doing air combos in this game like that. They're so fun. Of course, that guy had to hit me and fuck it up, though. And now they're in Devil Trigger mode, so I gotta activate that switch again. But yeah, this part's not too bad. I mean, really, as long as you got the hang of it, this game really isn't that difficult to me. Once you know how to get your combos going. The one thing that I don't really like about Devil May Cry 3 that I think the other games definitely improved on is the fact that you can switch Dante's styles on the fly. Because in Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 5, you can switch between all your styles, you know, on the move. You don't have to go to the Divinity statue all the time. And that makes his gameplay a lot better. There's actually another Devil May Cry game called DMC Devil May Cry, where Capcom kind of rebooted the series. And a lot of people don't really like that game, myself included. I think it's pretty bad. But the gameplay is actually really, really fun. And the soundtrack is really good on that one too. I might do a playthrough of that one as well, because I mean, it is Devil May Cry at the end of the day. But I don't have that one, so I would have to purchase that one if I want to do a playthrough of that one. And I don't really feel like buying that game, because I feel like I would only play it like the once and then probably not touch it again. But yeah, that Devil May Cry game, DMC Devil May Cry, it's alright. You know, everybody likes to hate on it, and for good reason, because there is a lot of it that's really, really stupid. The story is terrible. They pretty much butchered the characters of Dante and Virgil, but it's still a fun game. I enjoy playing it. I think that game gets a little bit too much hate, if I'm being honest. I like DMC Devil May Cry. So, yeah, and that one, they also changed the story, too, so that Dante and Virgil are not half human, half demon. In DMC Devil May Cry, they're half demon, half angel, and there's something called a Nephilim. So that's kind of weird. So you can get these angel weapons and devil weapons in the game. Like I said, it is a pretty cool game, and I most likely will do a playthrough of that one, too. Honestly, the Devil May Cry game that I'm dreading the most is Devil May Cry 2. That one is really bad.
Well, well. point a gun at me? Your own kin? Your dear papa?
The only family I ever had was my mother. And she's dead!
You break my heart. After all, it was I who gave you your name. My darling daughter.
Alright, so that is the end of that mission. Like I said, that mission doesn't take a very long time to complete. That one is pretty easy, and you know, you can do it really fast. Yeah, I ended up saving it on block 4 instead of block 3 for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter though.
Well, this is my kind of rain. No wonder the sky looks so funny today.
Let me go!
Let you go? But it would be a waste if you ended up as just a pretty stain. What the hell was that for? Here I am trying to help you, and you show your thanks by shooting me? Whatever. Do as you please.
So he's a demon too.
I'm beginning to think I've got rotten luck with women.
Alright, so this is mission number 7, a chance meeting. This is one where we'll be fighting Virgil for the first time. I don't know if you guys noticed in that cutscene, but Dante actually caught that bullet with his teeth that she shot at him. It hit him in the mouth, and he caught it in his teeth the second bullet, because the first time she shot him right in the head. And then that blood that he smeared on the wall made the number 7 for mission 7. Because like I did mention before, if you watch the cutscenes, each one before a mission begins will show you the number at some point of what mission it will be. These enemies are really annoying too. They, for some reason, thought it would be a cool idea to put demonic chess pieces in the game. I don't know. It's really stupid. I can't fucking stand these enemies. They're so annoying. So now we just picked up the Aura Halcyon fragment, I think is how you pronounce that. It's basically like a power supply. So now we need to go all the way to the top of this area. Well, I missed the jump. There we go. Many years ago, I used to have the pattern down like perfect for this room, but as you can see, I keep kind of fucking it up there. But anyway, now we're up here at the top. Is this the room? Yeah. So up here, there's a blue orb fragment. You can see me trying to get it a few times, but the platforming in Devil May Cry is fucking terrible, so it's really difficult to get it, but you can see that I got it there. And we've got another blue orb now, too. And I thought there was a secret mission over here, but I was wrong. It's actually not in that area. It's one where you have to stay in the air for 20 seconds, which, unless you have the air raid ability with a new devil arm that we're about to get called Nevin, it's pretty much impossible to do that secret mission, so I'm not even going to worry about it. There's a lot of the secret missions in this game. There's one that you'll see me attempt to do in the next mission, mission number 8, and I just completely give up because I just don't give a shit, and I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. I think I end up killing all of these chest demons right here. Yeah, then I switch to Agni and Rubra here. See, they just keep knocking you back. It's really annoying. And it's like impossible to stagger them. I really don't like those demons. They're really annoying. There's one that's even worse though in mission, I think 10, that you'll see. It's basically like a suit of armor and you can only attack it from behind, and it's really, really fucking annoying. I hate those enemies. These guys, I think, are called Hell Greed. But they bring around those tombstone-looking things. I don't know what the fuck those things are. But basically, they summon more demons for you to fight. And they also do not stagger. You cannot knock them down, and you cannot launch them in the air either. So that really sucks when you're fighting them. But these are the guys that I usually use that shotgun enemy step technique on, where you just keep spamming the shotgun on them. I think I end up doing it right here at some point. You might see me do that move in a minute. I don't remember if I do or not. Yeah, here we go. But see, they just keep knocking me down, man. They're fucking annoying. Fuck him. There we go. I think there's one more, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of gotta jump out of their way when they're, doing that stupid fucking move. But yeah, you can see me doing the shotgun technique there. That's pretty much the best way to use the shotgun in the game, to be honest. Is doing that enemy step and spamming shotgun. And also, to be honest, with the other guns in this game, Ebony and Ivory and the shotgun are pretty much the only ones that I use, because all the other guns are just kind of forgettable. There's another one that you get called Kalina Ann. That one's pretty good, but it's only really useful for like one boss fight, and then I pretty much never touch that one again either. These fucking combat adjudicators here are also really, really aggravating sometimes. Like I mentioned in my first video, they're not too bad with Dante, but when you're playing as Virgil, those things are pretty much impossible to do. But in Devil May Cry 4, I don't remember if these are actually in Devil May Cry 5 or not, the combat adjudicators. I don't think they are. But in Devil May Cry 4, you're not restricted to only one devil arm. You can use whatever you want on them, and that makes them a lot better. A lot easier to deal with, too. So now we've got to go back down to the bottom of the tower and use that I'm getting tongue-tied. That siren's shriek that we picked up. And that will quell the flames here, so that we will, you know, be able to proceed further. Essentially what we're trying to do in this mission is get the crystal skull so that we can unlock that door and go fight Virgil and kick his ass. And Virgil does beat me on the first fight here. You'll see that when we get up there to him though. But that gold orb that I just picked up, those are pretty much like one-ups in Mario. They'll let you, like... Well, not really, like a one-up. It's... I don't really know how to describe it, really. It just kind of... If you die, they resurrect Dante, so you can try over again. They just bring you back from the dead, basically. Threw my sword there for no reason. I like this camera angle. I always fuck around with it. But yeah, that's the thing that you gotta hit, and it will lower this wrecking ball that has the crystal skull in it. What I usually do is jump on top of that thing and destroy it that way, because it's just a lot easier to get a hit on it rather than, you know, running on the ground and hitting it with the sword. I always climb on top of it like that and just smash it to pieces. And there we have it, the crystal skull. So now there's going to be some more demons, and then we will be going back up to the top of the tower to face Virgil. And he is going to fucking destroy us. But yeah, you can see that I'm going combo crazy here for a minute. And then that fucking asshole had to hit me. There's another, what they call the crazy combos with Agni and Rudra. I don't remember what it's, I think it's just Agni and Rudra combo 3. But it is fucking impossible to pull off. I have never really been able to do it effectively. You pretty much have to have your stylish rank all the way up to level S to even think about attempting to do that. Sometimes that enemy step does not work with the shotgun, so I just keep having to do the jump attack with it. I mean, it still kind of accomplishes the same thing, so it's not a big deal. I should have switched to Ebony and Ivory there when I was sliding around on that demon, but I didn't think about it. Probably the one style, like I said, I'll probably try and use all the styles at one point during this playthrough. But Swordmaster, in my opinion, is just the best one. It's because I'm the type of player that likes to keep my combos going and likes to get these, you know, crazy fucking combos. So I prefer Swordmaster over the other styles. Gunslinger is aesthetically cool, but it's not really useful. I actually almost get killed here because I was getting a little cocky there and getting arrogant. So I had to just kind of focus on the summoner guy, because he just kept on summoning more of the hell lost enemies. And then I was like, yeah, I better fucking take him out, or he's just gonna keep bringing him in and fuck me up here. There we go. I always taunt after I kill the demons, because sometimes if they haven't like disappeared completely, you can actually get a little bit of stylish points for it. It doesn't always work though. So now that we've got the crystal skull, we can go and fight Virgil now. Well, there's also a few demons that we'll have to kill in this room. I think one of them is a Hell Vanguard, that Grim Reaper looking motherfucker. So we'll have to kill that asshole too. After I fucking destroy these assholes. I got stuck on the hole in the floor there. Fucking stab the shit out of him, Dante. Fuck you. There we go. See how fast that shotgun technique kills those guys? It's really helpful on them. I was actually able to jump off the Hell Vanguard right there so I could evade his sickle. So that was pretty dope. And there we go, he is dead. Now we can finally go and use the Crystal Skull and battle Virgil. And kick the fuck out of him. Now, Virgil is, you know, usually the hardest boss in the game. But I've played this game so many times that I know, like, I have his attack pattern down pretty much perfectly. He does kill me on this fight, though, because I get a little cocky. Um, but, you know, I use the gold orb and revive myself anyway. But, what I'm trying to say is that I shouldn't have very much trouble with Virgil. However, he is considered to be, you know, the hardest boss in the game. Specifically, like, the last time that you fought him in the game, it's really hard there. But I've got all of his attack patterns down, so I pretty much know when to back away from him and when to attack, because I've played this game so many times. So I shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble with Virgil. You know, you will see me, like I said, I will die on this boss fight right here. But the other times that you fought him, I shouldn't have any problems at all.
You showed up.
You sure know how to throw a party. No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
My sincerest apology, brother. I was so eager to see you, I couldn't concentrate on preparations for the bash.
Whatever. At any rate, it's been a whole year since we last met. How about a kiss from your little brother? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this? So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
Alright, so basically you just want to wait for Virgil to attack and then come in and beat the fuck out of him like I'm doing here. He'll do a basic little combo, or he'll do that move, upper slash, I believe is what it's called. But as you can see, Virgil's attacks do a shit ton of damage. So if he does hit you, you're in trouble. And yeah, he's kind of catching me off guard here and fucking me up pretty bad. I'm almost dead already, as you can see. I was able to get away from him there, though. At a certain point, when you damage him enough, he'll change up his moveset and start throwing out a move called Judgment Cut, where Virgil essentially unsheathes his sword, the Yamato, so fast that, you know, it looks like he is warping. Well, the sword Yamato, you know, it's a magical sword that was given to Virgil by Dante and Virgil's father, Sparta. So it pretty much has the ability to cut through the fabric of space and time. So whenever he does that Judgment Cut ability, he's pretty much ripping a hole through space and, you know, putting slashes where you are. It's pretty fucking powerful. And as you can see, Virgil's hair is now down in his face instead of swept back to show how similar him and Dante are. You know, they are twins after all. But yeah, that sword Yamato, I don't really know how to pronounce it. It is, like I said, it can cut through the fabric of space. So, yeah, it's pretty goddamn strong. Where's your motivation? That sword can also, like, cut through anything it touches.
Why do you refuse to gain power? The power of our father, Sparta.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
we should leave. For the moment we have all that we need.
Alright, so basically Dante lost in that fight, and Virgil stabbed him with his own sword, the rebellion, and that awoke Dante's devil trigger. So now he can transform into a demonic form. It basically activated Dante's latent, like, devil powers from where he's half human, half demon. And that's something you can use in game now too. So it gives you more power. Makes your attack stronger, I guess is what I should say. Alright, so now we're on mission 8. So yeah, as you could see there, Dante basically just spat in the face of physics. He was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna run down the side of this building so fast I catch fire. But those purple orbs that I just purchased basically expand your devil trigger meter. And I've also switched to the Cerberus weapon as well. So yeah, that gigantic demon just swallowed us. And in this mission, you're, essentially just trying to kill this big stupid monster and get out of it. I fucking hate this mission. That's explaining how Devil Trigger works. If you hold L1, as you can see there, it causes a transformation flux, or that's what it calls it. But basically, it's like a Devil Trigger explosion, and it is a very powerful move. So that's why I like to expand my Devil Trigger gauge as much as I can. Plus, it'll let you stay in Devil Trigger longer anyway. Now there's a secret mission back here. You'll see me attempt to do it, but I back out because I couldn't be fucked to do this one. I tried it once, and the demons are in Devil Trigger form, which makes it really difficult. So I just said fuck it, and I immediately quit and did not try it again. Because like I said, I just couldn't be bothered to do that shit. If you look at my Devil Trigger gauge, you see how those orbs are glowing red? That means I'm holding in the button so that I'll explode with Devil Trigger, see that? So it damaged the enemies a little bit, but from where they are already in a Devil Trigger mode, they're not normally supposed to be like that, but since they are, you know, it didn't really do a whole lot to them. So this is the point where I said fuck this, and I just left. I was trying to taunt them a little bit to get my Devil Trigger gauge up. That's another reason that I also like to taunt the demons, even if I've already killed them, is because it can make your Devil Trigger gauge go up. The way you increase Devil Trigger, by the way, is just playing stylishly. You know, the more demons you kill, the more your Devil Trigger gauge will go up. The more stylish your gameplay, the more your Devil Trigger gauge will go up. And the more that you taunt your enemy, you'll get more Devil Trigger as well. And then you'll be able to go into Dante's Devil form. Dante has a different looking Devil form for every Devil May Cry game too. Since this one takes place first in the timeline chronologically, this was the first time that Dante ever awakened his Devil Trigger form. So in the other games, his Devil Trigger form looks different. And I'm not particularly fond of the way it looks in this game. I think it looks too cartoonish. I don't like it. I think my favorite is probably Devil May Cry 2 or Devil May Cry 5's Devil Trigger forms. They look the coolest in my opinion. Now this fucking boss fight is the worst in the game. I fucking hate this shit. Oh, and then there's this thing that'll chase you through Leviathan's intestines. Most people run from it, but I'll just kill it because it gives you a pretty good amount of red orbs too. It is kind of tedious to try and kill it because the camera won't fucking cooperate with you. But it's worth it in my opinion, just for the red orbs. So I always kill it, every time. And then I taunted it again to hopefully get some Devil Trigger back. There we go. See, it just looks cartoonish and goofy. I'm not really a fan of it. And now here's these demons. I don't remember what they're called. But they, these guys, they can also not be knocked into the air either. They can be staggered, but they cannot be knocked into the air for some stupid fucking reason. Ha 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 ha. There's another combat adjudicator in this fucking monster somewhere for the Cerberus weapon, so that's why I picked that weapon, so that I would just be ready for it. I think you will see me use Devil Trigger quite a bit during this encounter here, because these demons just are fucking relentless, and I get aggravated with them. Yeah, they hit me a few more times, and I'm like, fuck you guys. But Dante's Devil Trigger in this game actually changes its appearance depending on what devil arm you're using. So whenever I had Cerberus there, it looked a little different. And actually, when you're in Devil Trigger with Cerberus, your health will regenerate faster than it will with other devil arms. I don't know why it does that, but it does. You can actually notice that your health refills a lot faster with Cerberus equipped when you're in Devil Trigger. So yeah, not only does Devil Trigger boost your attack damage, it gives you access to new attacks that you can't normally do, and it will it makes Dante run faster, and it heals you. It heals your health, refills your health. That combat adjudicator's up ahead, up here. Now, whenever I was trying to do this one too, with Cerberus here, I actually forgot one of the combos with it, and I had to, pause the game and go to the stats screen and look at the combo again. But yeah, I just kept fucking it up, and I was like, man, what is that fucking combo? What is that? I was like, what in the hell am I doing wrong here? You'll see me attempt it, like, quite a few times before I'm like, alright, I'm looking at the fucking move list. I wasn't doing the proper pauses while pushing the melee button. You're supposed to push it once, then pause, then push it again. But I was doing it wrong. I keep going at it for a little while before I'm like, god damn, let me look at the move list. Yeah, here we go. Then I was like, alright, fuck it, what's the move? I accidentally went to guns too. Cerberus combo 2. Triangle, triangle, pause, triangle, triangle. And then that's the one where if you spam it, it also goes into a crazy combo. Like that. Chew on this! This son of a bitch just would not break, and I was like, fuck's sake, it's about time. I think I picked up that Ignis Fatius item. Yeah, now that thing's gonna chase us again, so we'll kill it again here. And then that Ignis Fatus, whatever that item is that I picked up, I don't know what it's called, I don't give a shit either. That's going to let us fight the heart of Leviathan, so that we can kill it. There we go. It's almost 666 red orbs. You can use Devil Trigger on that part and run faster just to get away from that fucking worm looking thing if you want to, but like I said, I always kill it. Just because it, gives you a bunch of orbs if you kill it, so... And then I think, yeah, right up here ahead, or right ahead, fuck's sake, in this room is where you fight the Leviathan hardcore. Now this motherfucker almost kills me, because, it's got this bullshit fucking laser attack, and, I kept getting caught in it because I kept getting stun locked by these fucking demons, so I actually almost lost to this fucking boss fight. But I always hold in Devil Trigger so I can do a DT explosion on it, and it does more damage, you see. It's kind of like the holy water item that you can use. I don't really use that item. I don't think I've used it in this game. Maybe I did in part 1, I don't remember. I think I did. I got pissed off at these demons. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm using it. But Devil Trigger Explosion pretty much works the same as Holy Water does. It's right here. I get fucked by these lasers real bad. I tried to jump there, but Dante didn't fucking jump for some reason. So here's where I played it real fucking safe. I was like, alright, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm going to evade every fucking second. But yeah, this boss fight's so fucking stupid. It's easily the worst boss fight in this fucking game. It's so terrible. You can attack this one. I always attack this specific part, the one on the right, because it takes away your devil trigger from any enemies that you kill. The other one just takes away your orbs, so I can live without those. But you can pretty much attack all three of those. But the one in the middle is the one that you really want to attack. Because, you know, it's the main heart. I think I switched to Cerberus here in a minute. Yeah, fucking, like I said, this boss fight is just shit. I fucking hate it. It is the worst. Look, I'm not even hitting it most of the time. Because the hitbox is kind of stupid on it too. This boss just fucking sucks. Now he's gonna do that. I think this is probably about the time that I end the fight. I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, then I switch to Cerberus and the fight's over. Fuck that boss fight.
People once cried out in fear of this tower. Timonic grew. A foundation that brought out fear. Fear. Yes. Fear. Can't you feel it? The rage and agonies of the people. Those who were confined here, with their desires for evil being unfulfilled. It was all because Sparta slammed the door to the demon world in their faces.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay, and that was mission 8. That mission is my least favorite in the game because I fucking hate that boss fight. It's fucking bullshit. And I hate the, I just don't like going in that big fucking monster. It's just stupid. That fucking mission is the worst. I fucking hate it. It sucks.
So this is the next stage.
Wait!
If you're asking for a date, forget it. Because I make it a point not to go out with women who shoot me in the head.
Date a demon? I'm not that desperate. Besides, I really don't care for guys who stink like blood.
You're right. So, tell me, what's your name?
I don't have a name.
Okay, then what should I call you?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Whatever, lady. I'll leave this to you, because I don't want to miss the party.
Alright, so now we're on mission number 9, Faded Memories. The boss fight in this area is against someone called Nevin. She's extremely easy if you know what you're doing. I recommend using the Cerberus weapon on her because it does pretty good amount of fucking damage for no reason. I have no idea why that weapon is so strong on her, but that's what I recommend using on her. She kind of looks like Poison Ivy from the Batman series. That's what she looks like to me anyway. But I don't know, she's kind of like the seductress like vampire thing, and she like controls bats. She's a fucking idiot. She's easy though. Oh my god, these enemies are... I say this about a lot of the enemies in this game, but I fucking hate these goddamn spiders here. They are so fucking annoying, man. They're the worst. Just look at them. I hate them so much. Because they always knock you back. It doesn't matter what attack it is. It's not like it just makes Dante flinch. No, it always fucking knocks you back, man. They're so annoying. Luckily, I was able to get both of them there with a million stab combo. And they're also really, really tough, too. Like, they have a lot of health. I don't even know what hit me there. Oh yeah, you see those baby spiders on the ground? They will also jump on Dante, and they'll like explode if they get stuck to you. So that's something else you gotta watch out for with these assholes. See, look at that, man. They're just always fucking knocking you back. I cannot fucking stand them. Now I've got more of the babies on me, but if you do this, it kills them if you go in double trigger. There's actually a hidden blue orb in this area. It's up above this waterfall to my left here where that divinity statue is. I don't try to get it because it's really, really difficult to get it. But it's a lot easier to get it with Virgil, surprisingly, than it is Dante. Because Virgil, instead of having 4 different styles, he just has one called Dark Slayer. And it kind of works like Trickster for Dante, but it just kind of teleports you to where the enemies are. But once you get it upgraded, you can like warp up in the air, or like warp backwards. It's pretty helpful. But like I said, I'm not really going to be doing a Virgil playthrough. I probably will at least show you guys a little bit of Virgil gameplay, just so you can see how he works though, once I get this playthrough wrapped up. I might go to Bloody Palace mode with Virgil and just kind of fuck around there and show you guys how he works and how he plays. Fuck, I hate those Enigmas too. They're the worst. I think that's what they're called. Regardless, I hate them. I just run past these motherfuckers because I'm not fighting them. And we've got this big fucking like underground cave area. There's a lot of orbs over here though, so I go over here and collect these first. And then we move on where the boss fight is for this level. Well, we've got to collect another key item first called the Ambrosia. And then we'll be able to fight Nevin, the bat, like sorceress woman. So we gotta go in here and collect that Ambrosia. And kill more of these annoying son of a bitches. Fuck you. God, I hate them. Aside from the spiders, these guys are probably my most hated fucking enemy. They're easy as shit to kill with Virgil though. One judgment cut and they're dead. That's, like I said, where Virgil basically cuts a hole through space and like makes a void of slashes near the enemy. It's fucking awesome. They'll also, these fucking spotters, you just saw that one there. They'll also do that attack where they try to put you in webs. And if they do, you might as well just accept that you're gonna get hit. Because it takes Dante a long time to break out of that. Unless you immediately use Devil Trigger. Because if you use Devil Trigger, it just breaks you out of it automatically. And there you just saw I did another Devil Trigger explosion. Which I guess didn't really help much in this case, but you know, I just cannot fucking stand these enemies, man. They're so annoying. Because they're always jumping at you from off screen too, so it's kind of hard to see them. I threw my sword and killed that one though, so that was kind of badass. Those spinning blades are also really annoying. If you walk into them, they'll knock you back, and sometimes if you get stuck between two of them, you're pretty much fucked. You're like stun locked to hell and back. At least it's happened to me before. It's not something that happens very commonly, but it can happen. And we'll actually be collecting another gun up here called Spiral. And this gun is a piece of fucking garbage. It sucks. I'd never use it. There's absolutely no reason to use that weapon. It is fucking bad. It sucks. The rate of fire sucks on it. The damage sucks on it. It has nothing good. And right there, I was showing you that there's a secret mission there, but we're not going to do it yet. I'm going to wait until I get the Nevin weapon, because it's a lot easier to do with that weapon than it is any of the ones that I currently have. But with that secret mission, you pretty much have to destroy all the breakable objects in the area. But it's just a lot easier to do if you have Nevin equipped. That guy pisses me off, so I just go in the Devil Trigger there. That's another thing that I do sometimes, like if a demon just pisses me off, I'm like, fuck you, I'm going Devil Trigger and killing your ass. Stabbed the shit out of them and got triple S, man. And then there's this guy left. Fuck him. I just go down here to take to pick up this item here. You don't have to do that though. It's really annoying that the style button is mapped to the same button as the interact button. So that's why you see Dante do that prop shredder attack whenever I go to open a door a lot. So that's kind of fucking annoying. But yeah, here comes the boss fight with Nevin and this boss fight. If you don't know what you're doing, she's pretty difficult. But once you learn how she plays and her attack, she's really, really easy.
Welcome, sir. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it is. You'll be nice to me, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll treat you so nicely. You'll never want to leave.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so with her, you really want to just keep your distance until she gets close to you. So just use Ebony and Ivory. Whenever she shoots the bats at you there, she'll say, "How's this?" Just evade them like that. Then just fucking beat the shit out of her until the bats go away and she loses her armor. And then you can just beat the shit out of her with Cerberus. I also usually do a Devil Trigger Explosion when she's weakened like that, and it does even more damage. Yeah, she'll do that attack too. But yeah, if you can get her bats out of the way like that, just look at the damage that I'm stacking up on her with Cerberus there. Fucking nuts, man. She's so easy. She'll also do that and, you know, electrocute the whole floor. She usually does it twice. Yep. Then she'll do these attacks, kind of like the boss called Griffin in Devil May Cry 1, which you guys will also see once we get to that game. And if you knock her down like that, you get more of a chance to beat the hell out of her too. But yeah, as you can see, I've pretty much done like a shit ton of damage to her, and she's only hit me like once so far. So yeah, once you learn her patterns, she is very, very easy. There's one attack that she does though where she comes up and like kisses Dante and she will take some of your health away. You really want to watch out for that one because it can pretty much kill you instantly if she grabs you with it. But all you gotta do is jump in the air, use Ebony and Ivory, and then just do Helm Breaker on her. I also just think it's kind of funny that her hair conveniently covers up her tits. I think that's funny. But yeah, she was doing that attack, so you just jump in the air and you'll be safe. And I think that dress that she's wearing is made out of like bats or something, or made out of like bat leather. It's fucking weird. It's actually kind of fucking gross. I did drive there with Rebellion. That move kind of sucks, but it's pretty powerful. But as you can see, man, I've just about killed her already. She's just easy as fuck. Wait till you guys see the weapon that she gives us, though. I wanted to kill her on the stage.
My, you're sweet.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
All right. I'll help you. Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
Yeah, so you get an electric guitar that can control bats. That is, it's one of my favorite devil arms in the game. It's really fucking cool.
Welcome back.
And that's mission 9 out of the way. So now we'll be moving on to mission 10. Also, I just want to mention that Lady there, that's her name is Lady. Technically, her name's Mary. I think Arkham mentioned that in a previous cutscene. But Dante just calls her Lady. But, dude, like, how the fuck is she able to do all that shit if she's supposedly human? Like, the game tells you she's human, but she's able to do that shit.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment. Tim and Negru will finally regain its full function and lead us into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you, his own son. It must be fate.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you kill her? Perhaps because she's your daughter? Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Both demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
Alright, now we're on mission 10. As you can see there, Virgil just fucking killed Arkham. He didn't have any more use for Arkham, so he just fucking kills him. Basically, Virgil is trying to get the power of his father, Sparta. I might have mentioned it previously or not, I don't remember, but basically, hold on a minute, I don't know if there's a cutscene coming up or not. No, we're good. So basically what happened was, I think when Dante and Virgil were about 8 years old, basically from where their father was, you know, Sparta, and all the demon world fucking hates him and thinks he's a traitor, they essentially launched an attack on Sparta's household and killed Dante and Virgil's mother. Her name was Eva. She was a human. Sparta was a demon. And actually, the game's never really, you know, say much about what the fuck happened to Sparta. It's just assumed that he's dead, but we don't really know. It just says that he kind of disappeared. But basically, that pretty much that pretty much was what started Dante and Virgil's lives and what set them on their paths. With Dante rejecting his demonic heritage and only embracing his humanity, and Virgil wanting to reject his humanity and embrace his demonic heritage, which is why Virgil is a lot more powerful than Dante, at least for now. But essentially, what Virgil is wanting to do is he was actually, I believe in one of the mangas, Virgil was pretty much killed when the demons attacked the household there. I don't know if it's true. I don't really know if the manga's canon, and I've not actually read it. But Virgil was attacked by the demons when they showed up to Sparta's household, and Virgil awakened his devil trigger then, because they stabbed him with Yamato, whatever it's fucking called. And Dante just assumed that Virgil was dead, so he thought that he was pretty much the only person left in his family, and Virgil assumed that Dante was dead. So they both just kind of went their own separate ways, with Dante becoming a devil hunter and, you know, doing whatever he can to get by, and Virgil just looking for, you know, power so that he can, you know, have the power of his father so that he won't feel weak like he did when they were attacked. So in a way, Virgil's not really evil, but he kind of is. It's kind of weird. I personally don't really consider Virgil to be evil, but because it's, you know, he was traumatized, you know, so he's trying to get this power so that he's, you know, he's got this fucking, like, what do you call it? A, not really a god complex, but, like, where a superiority complex, where Virgil feels weak, so he wants to be strong so that he can, you know, protect himself so that doesn't happen again and he doesn't go through that trauma again. So that's Virgil's motivation, really. The game doesn't really explain that very well, so I figured I would go ahead and explain a little bit of Dante and Virgil's backstory there. It's also, you know, hinted at that Virgil wants that power so that he can protect Dante as well. Because now that he knows, oh shit, I actually have family left, you know, maybe I should try and protect Dante too. Which Dante doesn't really need the fucking protection. But, yeah, Virgil's pretty much just after that power for his own sake. It's not like he wants to, you know, rule the world or whatever. So he's not really evil. He's just not, he's just not a good person. He's let that trauma basically manifest and control his whole life, basically. Whereas Dante, I mean, Dante hasn't really, there's also a secret mission there, but I can't do it because I don't have Air Raid with Nevin. Air Raid lets you fly in Devil Trigger. But Virgil's pretty much let that trauma consume him, so that he pretty much only wants, you know, the power of his demonic heritage. And these enemies are the fucking most annoying, man. You can only attack them from behind. They're like suits of armor. It's just fucking stupid. And they're just annoying. And if you try to jump over them, they'll knock you out. They'll fucking knock you down. They're really, really aggravating. But yeah, that's pretty much Virgil's motivation in this game. That's why he's after the power of Sparta so much. And he, you know, he wants that power and won't let anybody stand in his way until he gets it. In fact, I don't really know if it's actually explicitly stated Dante's backstory in this game at all. It might be in the files, but I don't read those. You know, you just kind of got to piece it together as the games go. Their backstory, Dante and Virgil's backstory. But that's the best way that I can really sum it up, is that they, you know, the demons attacked their home. Each of them thought the other one was dead, and they both kind of just went their own ways and lived their lives differently, even though they're twins. But you know, whenever they were kids, you know, they got along. But after that happened, they you know, they just like assumed the other one was dead and just kind of went their own way. Little did they know that both of them fucking survived. Oh fuck, and now we're about to face off with these bigger spotter enemies. They're even more annoying than the regular ones, man. Because they have more armor to them. I actually caught that one in the air. But they have more armor on their attacks, and it's just fucking bullshit. But yeah, I went down a tangent talking about Dante and Virgil's backstory. So I wasn't really explaining how the Nevin weapon works. Basically, it's an electric guitar. That asshole caught me in its spider web. And the longer you hold in the melee button, the more bats that you can summon with electricity. And then they just kind of home in after your enemies. So it's sort of like a mix between a melee weapon and a projectile weapon. But Nevin, I really, really like that weapon. I use it a lot. Because, I mean, it's a fucking guitar, man. How weird is that? For a fucking hack and slash game, using a fucking guitar as a weapon. Plus, it just really suits Dante. It suits his, you know, personality. Fuck off, man. I hate these fucking spotters. See, I'm holding it in there and it releases the bats. But yeah, I don't know if it actually explains their backstory or not, man. Here you can see Dante playing like hacky sack or whatever the fuck, like soccer or whatever, with this fucking thing. I think that's what they call that stupid game where you kick that beanbag around on your feet and catch it. You see a lot of hippies playing it. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, now we have activated that bridge and we can proceed to the end of chapter 10.
Well, that was quick.
That man. Did you kill him?
So what if I did? Woo! Ooh, I love a fast woman.
Shut up! He was obsessed with becoming the devil. So much he killed his own wife. For that he butchered innocent people too. He's the most vile kind of creature. To top it off, that filthy scum is my father.
Well, we have something in common. I have a dysfunctional family too.
And what would you know about family? You're a demon. This is my father. My family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Family, huh?
Alright, that concludes part 2. That, that's the end of mission 10. So, yeah, I will see you guys in, part 3 when we tackle missions, 11 through 15. So, yeah, I'll see ya.